Morning, people. Nice bank holiday Monday. Anyway, just in case you're not aware of what's been going on over the weekend, Keir Starmer has been and sold all the United Kingdom's fishing rights. So all the fishing rights around England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales have been sold by Keir Starmer for guns. Yeah, you heard it, for guns. So what he's done is he's done a deal with the UN that if there's a civil war in our country, all those people that he's bringing in for his Muslim Christian war that he's perpetrating, and it's not just him, there are people above him, he's just the monkey. I mean, he might, he's the one taking the flak for it, and I'm sure it is him anyway. I'm sure he quite enjoys doing it. But the UN have promised him guns, and they'll send men in if there's any uprising in this country, and that's what it's all about. So he has now sold out the fishing rights for this country. I mean, how can he sell something he doesn't own? He's a bit like Lloyd's Bank, really. When they come in and repossess, meaning to do it again, but they never owned it in the first place, how can you sell something? Like, that's like me selling someone's car for them, and then that not being, there's no, I've not broke the law because it's all right because I did it, because I'm a bank. The bank can do whatever they want. Anyway, I was going to go down to the local slaughterhouse today, down to Barnstable County Court and Magistrates Court. Well, I can't be bothered because it's raining. And I was going to do a little video on it down there, how they've taken the steps away from the front of the building and put in a slope. And the reason they do that is because they're not allowed to disable you. Title 29, Section 501 of the Disabilities Act. They can't disable you going into the court. But what they do is they disable you when you're in court because they lie to you, and they put you in the all-up case. Nom de guerre means name of war in French. And they treat you as a dead person. You turn up, no passport, no identification. Of course, you've just boarded their vessel, so they're doing you for trespass. So that is what they're doing, and I know that is a fact because I've been in there several times and they've locked the doors on me because I do know what they're doing. When I tell people they lock the doors on me so that I can't get into the court, they don't believe me, but that's what they've done. They've done it to me a couple of times now, and the only time I did get in there was when they had a fake court hearing, and the guy claiming to be a judge, who I call, who goes by the name of Griffiths, he had the usher lock the door behind me when I walked into the court, and he locked my witnesses outside of the court. That's the sort of thing, that's the sort of devious crap that we've got to deal with. Now, we need to, the judicial system in this country, England, is absolutely fraught with fraud. They're all fraudsters, all of them, the whole lot. I doubt there's anyone there, anywhere, that's any good. Now, I've paid a fee to dock my vessel at the High Court, and the High Court are cuffing me. So the fee's been paid so that I can get Lloyd's Bank into court up there. But after Liz Truss's comments in 2024 about them being controlled by Lloyd's Bank, and because they've handpicked their judges and other corporations, by the way, it's not just Lloyd's Bank, they're all doing it. And that's why the judiciary in this country has to be scrapped and we have to start again. We need to get rid of them. They need to be gone for obvious reasons. This is Blair again. So Blair needs to be arrested for treason. He needs to be picked up, but there's no one to do that because we don't have a police force anymore. All we've got now is policy. That's what they are. They're just policy. They just force policy. Anyway, I'll do another video at some other stage, and I'll tell you a little bit more about what they're all up to and what they're doing and how they cuff you, and what that really means. And they run around like some kind of high cockalorum, pretending they're some kind of authority with their fancy wigs and all their regalia. They're just a load of corrupt people. But anyway, there you go. It's me out for a bit. Cheers.